Hello everyone, this is Melissa from the Craigsville Public Library, and I'm coming back to you on a very snowy, cold day to give you some ideas of some games or books, and then a little experiment I want to show you that has to do with snow. So the first game I have is Sushi Go Party. My family loves this game, and it has the ability to change, so you can change up the cards that you work with. And it's basically a card game where you're trying to get the most amount of points. But you can switch up which ones you play with each game so that it can be different every time. We really like this one. And what am I reading? Well, today I am reading, and I just started it, and it's a new author for me. I've never read Tamara Alexander, but I've read authors similar like Lynn Austin. They're inspirational historical fiction writers. And this one is set in the Civil War, and I'm enjoying this story so far, and it's based off of a real battle, the Battle of Franklin in Tennessee, and you can actually take tours of the house that the book is set in, so that's pretty cool. So I've gotten online to look at some of the pictures to help me with the background of the story. I also know that you can find several of her books on our library app, Libby. So if you're stuck at home and you forgot to go to the library and don't have anything to read and you're stuck inside, then if this is a genre that you like, then you can check out her on Libby. Okay, the experiment. Now, let me tell you what I already have in this jar. I've done this several times already, but the cool thing about this experiment is you can keep this and keep activating it. So what I have in the jar so far is I have baby oil. That's the clear that you see here. And then in the bottom, I mixed a little bit of acrylic water-based paint with some water, just a little, maybe like a fourth a cup of water. Mixed it up, and then I dropped it into the baby oil. Now, because water and oil do not mix, so they've separated here, so the water goes directly to the bottom. And so then what I can do is I can activate it and cause that paint and water to move in the oil. Now, I wanted this to look like snow, that's why I used white paint. If you want it to look more like a lava lamp, then you can use any color that you have at home. Now, the other thing you need is a little bit of Alka-Seltzer. So I have some Alka-Seltzer here, and it's going to cause a reaction that's going to create gas that's going to allow that paint to move up inside of that oil. Okay, so you can start if you want to break it off and just see a little bit happen at a time. I like to put the whole thing in and see what happens. So let's see what happens. Here we go. So it's going to take a second. All right, now I see the first bubbles. As that Alka-Seltzer starts to dissolve, then it's going to create the bubbles, and then that paint is going to start moving. So let's see. Here it goes. Do you see it coming up in the front? Now, because of where I dropped the Alka-Seltzer, it's happening all right here at the front. And I don't know if you can see the little balls that are floating up. It's flooding up here and then creating all these little balls to the side. So it looks a little bit like a snowstorm. Now, like I said, this is one that I have used this several times already. The first time you do it, I think the reaction is a little bit more dramatic. But you can see how it is, how the paint is coming up and looking like little snowballs inside of the oil. Okay, now this is a simple experiment that you can do with things that you can just find at home. Or I got all of these ingredients at the Family Dollar. So they're easy, cheap, and something that you can do at home that would be fun. Okay, I hope everyone is warm and safe at home and has a good book to read, and I hope to see you at the library this week. Have a good day.